Hey friends, today we're going to talk about New Year's resolutions. Oh, hold on a second. Yep, it's February 12th, and New Year's resolutions. Well, we're going to talk about New Year's resolutions in February. Let's see where this takes us.
You're listening to The Trust, the podcast of the SDDC Unit Ministry team. I'm your host, Brad Cattleman, and we are glad you have joined us today. I hope this energizes you, edifies you, and may you experience God's blessings.
Okay, so I realize that we're well into February, and most of you make New Year's resolutions on New Year's, January 1st, but I think it's a good time to talk about them. So here we go. Let's talk about New Year's resolutions. Did you make one this year? It's a new year, time for a new you. Gosh, let's name all those resolutions that a lot of folks have. I found a list online, and I printed it off. And here it is. How about eat better, lose weight, exercise more? Those are three that are probably the most common. Let's see what else it says. Get organized, clean the house better, get some education, read more books, watch TV less, enjoy life to the fullest. Gosh, that one's probably a good one anyway to do anytime. Spend less, save more money, spend more time with your family, stop smoking, drink less, floss regularly, travel more. Oh, here's one that's probably really good for me. Use your smartphone less. So let's check in. Did you make a New Year's resolution? And if you did, how is it going? If you're like 90% of people in the US, the answer is, shoot, I completely forgot I made a New Year's resolution until you just brought it up. Thanks a lot. But according to a study conducted by Statistics Brain, only 9.2% of Americans who make New Year's resolutions follow them through. 9.2%, less than 1 in 10. So, what's the deal with New Year's resolutions? If only 9% are going to succeed, why even bother? I mean, what is the point? You know, it's not bad to seek self-improvement, but why do we set ourselves up for such failure once a year? I have a proposal about how we fix this. Let's get rid of New Year's resolutions. Let's throw them out. This idea of New Year's resolutions is silly. Let's do February resolutions. Maybe you're not ready to commit. How about March resolutions? Maybe March is a little too cold for you still. How about April resolutions? Look, I'm joking. But we set up this silly idea at New Year's and we fail. But I wonder if there's a deeper problem. It's not with self-improvement. Self-improvement is good. The Bible doesn't tell us to not get better. The Bible tells us to treat our bodies like a temple, to seek self-improvement. I wonder if the problem with New Year's resolutions isn't that we make them. It's that we don't start with the foundation to make them right. We start with the improvement of ourselves and we forget the why or the how or the source. The Hebrew scriptures tell story after story of folks not starting with the right foundation. In 1 Samuel, the Israelites go to battle with the Philistines, but they forget to ask God for help and they get whipped. Later, they remember to ask God, they go to battle, and they put the whooping up on the Philistines. You can read in the book of Judges over and over, the Israelites forget who God is, and they do evil things, and then they get whipped up by the Canaanites and the Moabites, the Midianites, or whatever foreign power God is employing in that chapter, and they remember to turn back to God, and they ask God for help, and things go their way. It happens over and over. Someone goes out to do something on their own, they forget to ask God, and they fail. They ask God and they succeed. So, let's look at our verse for this week. Proverbs 16:3 tells us,
Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans.
And a little later, Proverbs 16:9 puts it like this,
In their hearts, humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps.
So, New Year's resolutions, February resolutions, April resolutions, anytime resolutions, go ahead and do them, but start with the foundation. Give them to God. Tell God your plans and ask for help. Do that, and then you'll probably be successful. Have a great day. Do great things, but don't forget to trust God with your Valentine's Day resolutions. Yep, I just made that up and it's a thing now. This episode was recorded here at the SDDC headquarters in our very own recording booth. It was edited by me, Brad Cattleman. Folks, I want to thank this week the PA team, Fred Rice and his guys, for helping me publicize this podcast, putting it out there. Fred also loaned me lunch money last Friday. I owe you $15 still. Big thanks to the tenacious John Arell for the voice of the Bible. Your voice is like the relief you feel when you press your snooze button on your alarm and you're running late for work and you realize someone has already made you a cup of coffee. A huge thanks to Mr. Sampson for the shout out about the podcast and stand-up last week. We are trusted professionals delivering readiness. But trust in the Lord with all your heart, soul, and mind. This is The Trust. God bless you all.